Hello, my name is Kevin L. Powers. I'm the owner operator of Something Wicked Entertainment and Events, and what I want to do is kind of give you an overview of what I've been doing on the Read Every Day challenge for the American Cancer Society. I didn't do a video yesterday, but I did doing one today in order to give you a kind of an update on everything. The last time I gave an update, obviously, I was just coming back from a funeral of a friend who actually passed away from cancer, which is why I said I was doing this whole fundraiser to begin with. But that's not the only reason. I really do believe in the cause and what it has to say about each of us in terms of trying to give to these very, very good causes out there, because a lot of these causes have actually lost a lot of funding and so on and so forth. I'm not going to get into any of that type of stuff, only to know that the more each of us individuals gives to these amazing causes, the more research, development, and ways that these causes can thrive. It's only through our help that these causes can thrive. So that being said, I got all that stuff out of the way. I wanted to just kind of give you guys an update because essentially, by the stroke of luck or what have you, I ended up starting a different book as well yesterday. When I didn't really start it, I was already in the middle of it. I was still reading the Striking Thoughts from Bruce Lee's daily life, and of course I'm still reading the Plan 9 from Outer Space novelization. But I also got back to reading one of my books on my e-reader, the Nook e-reader, which is called It Waits Below by Eric Red. I completely forgot I hadn't been reading this book since I had my original accident 10 months ago now. I was in a place where I couldn't do much, so I was reading because I was immobile, and I started reading this book. But then, of course, I went to a dark place, and of course, when you go to dark places, you read stuff like Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. So I ended up reading that one and forgetting about this one because I just started it, got maybe 15 chapters in, I think 12 or 13 chapters in, and then I picked it up last night thinking nothing of it, and it's like, oh shit, I haven't finished this book. Let me go ahead and finish this one too. So I started reading that one again, read a couple chapters in that one. That one is in and I haven't told you much about these books that I've been reading, but that one is it's a monster underwater movie. I mean, I say movie because Eric Red's a writer and director of films, but he also wrote this book. But it feels like a giant monster underwater movie, but it's a book about some treasure hunters who come. Well, obviously, these treasure hunters come across a creature that they weren't expecting. That's pretty much where I am in the book. I'm only on like chapter 14 or 15, somewhere around there. But I wanted to give you a heads up on that one because you might see and hear me talk about that book as well. But getting back to the other books, I will probably give you like a little bit of update on some of the other books I'm reading. But to be honest with you, if you've seen Plan 9 from Outer Space, that's pretty much the novelization, except for the book itself is a lot more seriously written. Like, it takes the actual ideals of the really ludicrous movie and makes them as though they're more realistic. And it's not, the reading of the novelization is very more succinct and very much more like a normal novel that you would read just for the fun of it, which is a very different from when you're actually trying to watch the movie Plan 9. So that's an interesting novelization I'm reading. And then, of course, Striking Thoughts is kind of like some of the daily thoughts, processes of the legendary Bruce Lee, his philosophy, and so on and so forth. Through that book, I'm kind of getting a headspace for some of his thought process and his philosophy for life and everything else that he did. So I'm doing well. But that's all I'm saying right now. And, hopefully you'll enjoy all this good stuff. And I'll give you another update on the Read Everyday Challenge as it happens. Hopefully you're enjoying this, and don't forget to donate to the cause. It's a very worthy cause and all that kind of stuff. So have a good day.